play. Vertebrae got this broken to his place. His chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we've got the Titans' superstar quarterback, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Titans and the Colts, next on Madden Football.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gunn with my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Titans in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain it.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Start the drive with Anderson. And he'll power test. 23 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From midfield now, Burrow. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The Titans in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They run again on first down. Anderson. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. On second down, Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, Anderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it's Burrow. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Bullock's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And the Colts first down.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looking to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's interesting how we label routes. You know, some people might call this a hitch. For me, a hitch is a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, about 1 to 3 yards deep. A lot of people might call this a dig route, going this deep on a 3rd and 7 to pick up the first down. Others just call it a stick route. Get to the right point, stick in that spot, and let them hit you with a pass. No matter what, they did pick up the first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 11. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be 14-yard line. Game, maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 39, Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw again. They're going right back to Pittman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Being chased out left. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Burrow. He's got Anderson right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. But meanwhile, for the Titans, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. 11 yards for number 11. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Ball hit as he throws there. Looking to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But look what we have.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 27, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Anderson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs. That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run it again with Anderson. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Out left to Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll try the middle with Anderson. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, Burrow. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. They'll run Anderson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter. Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back. Really good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running left, Taylor. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. That line here. On 3rd down, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a give running left with Anderson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, Anderson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now down 10-7, 50 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. Back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Titans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.